Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of the Suitable Conversation podcast. My name is Tali, and this is my friend here, Tiger.
Yeah.
Tiger the meerkat.
Yeah.
So we're just this is gonna be the second episode of our podcast, Suitable Conversation. Last time we talked about like MFF and drinking.
And MFF happened.
Yeah.
And New Year's happened.
Yeah.
Do you have any resolutions?
Not really.
I do. No. Mine's to quit interrupting people.
Yeah, so we've got there's a lot of stuff that's been going on since we did a podcast last time.
I know. Santa came. Yeah, I got to see some family, which is really neat.
Yeah.
I got to have some serious conversations with my brother, and we had some brother heart to heart. It was really good.
Yeah, I got a little bit of family time and all that stuff, and since I don't live as close to them anymore, so I never really see them. So it's like I show up for Christmas, I'm like, hello, and then whenever I leave, I'm like, all right, I'll see you in like 4 months.
You're not
see you later.
seeing too much of each other, and it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah. Did you do anything special for Christmas or anything, or besides
I
just
did not.
Family stuff?
We had a new routine, so it's kind of different falling into that new routine. But I didn't do anything special.
Yeah.
I enjoy the holidays with family and friends, so I kind of just play by ear.
Yeah. Next year, I definitely want to get a tree. I didn't have a tree this year, and I haven't had a tree since I moved out.
Oh,
so
no.
I need to get a tree. I've got all these ornaments, too. Like, I've got some, like, Mario Kart.
Do you really?
Yeah, and a whole bunch of, like, stuff like that. And I saw all of the little collection that I have, because each year for Christmas they give me a little ornament.
Oh my god, but you don't have a tree.
Yeah, I don't have a tree for
What's
it.
What's wrong with you?
So I have all this collection of ornaments that are really cool, and no tree to put them on. So next year I'm definitely getting a tree for them all to go
We should do a crafts episode where we make a Christmas tree out of craft foam. It's a block of craft foam and you just hang ornaments on it.
I mean, honestly, that would be an upgrade from what I have since I don't have anything. But
it's a pile on the floor.
Yeah. Did you have anything you wanted to talk about MFF or anything?
Oh man, MFF was so great. It is extremely crowded now.
Yeah.
Which some people have been criticizing, but I enjoy. What do you think of the compactness of being around a lot of people at once?
The thing with the hotel is it being so compact. It's not as bad that there's just so many people, because if you have, I guess the problem is you can't find things because there's so many people in the way, but there's people in the way that you could talk to and you can interact with, so it's not like there's it's just tight for just no reason. So,
there's always somebody there.
Yeah, there's always people there, which is good. But yeah, it was kind of hard. I mainly spent all of MFF just filming things.
Oh yeah.
And it was really hard to actually do that because there's so many people.
If you have an issue with claustrophobia or tight spaces, it may not be the kind of con you'd want to go back to or visit.
Well, they're supposed to change to the convention center.
That's right. They are, and that's really going to open things up.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how it's going to work yet, but
I'm totally wrong about that. I'm totally wrong. You should, I think everybody should at least try out a convention at least one time, even if they hear things good or bad about one con or another. I think it's always worth a shot.
Yeah, I honestly really, really like MFF. It's not... It's one of the conventions where the people that are running it, they know what they're doing.
Yes,
and everything like that. And the people that go, a good majority of everybody that I know will go, and I guess it's just because it's the #1 convention now. A lot of people are going there. They had like 10,000 people. Too.
Wow,
Yeah.
was that the number?
It was like
the count?
10 point something.
Wow,
I think.
I can't even count that high.
But yeah, yeah, I don't know exactly how they're gonna do the convention center because
It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fun to see.
Yeah, because the Hyatt's probably still gonna be the main hotel, but I don't know if they're gonna do anything in the Hyatt.
Oh, I'm sure people will gravitate there because that's what they're used to. Like, we're probably, if anybody's like me, I'm a creature of habit.
Yeah.
So I'll see something. This is familiar. I remember being here. I know the layout of this area, so I'll probably gravitate there.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Yeah. I'm really excited to see what they do.
Because there's so many possibilities.
Yeah, especially because if the Hyatt isn't the main hotel, at least I guess the hotel that everything's at, I believe it'd be a lot easier to go to the convention and actually have a good hotel room because everybody's got to, for the most part, travel to the convention center if most everything is put in there.
And that convention center, from my standpoint, is well lit.
Yeah.
Due to my eye condition, I have an issue seeing in dark places.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's some darker areas in the other hotel.
The MFF hotel was really bad. Like, really bad for
at nighttime. I needed some guidance, but I was lucky. I had people help me out there a lot.
Yeah, I even for me, like it was dark.
Yeah.
So
even for me.
Yeah.
Who has normal vision.
Yeah.
It's interesting how there's people of different backgrounds and abilities, and I bet you it's so hard for con staff to have to consider. Oh wait, what do we do for the people who are hearing impaired? What do we do for people who are wheelchair bound? It's a new problem to tackle.
Yeah, I'll definitely turn on the lights though.
Yeah.
They had lights there.
Did they?
Yeah, there was lights up there. I don't know if
bad.
they just didn't work or not, but those lights, I saw them. I'm pretty sure they were lights. They just didn't turn them on. I'm pretty sure they were
It was ambient in there, though. It was relaxing.
Yeah. It was dark. But, yeah, MFF was good fun. They had the really good lights set up and everything for the dances.
That was incredible.
Yeah.
That was something to see. And if anybody out there didn't get a chance to see it in person, I don't know if anybody's video caught it well, but it was really something
I've
else.
got some video of it, but the thing is I don't think the video really shows what it looks like.
It's hard to capture lighting setup.
The way that it worked is it'd basically be like a light that like would move back and forth, like some of them, but they would move so fast they kind of just looked like a
blur.
Yeah,
like a meerkat running away from the jackals.
But it ended up being some sort of like gradient. It looked like
really?
It was like bake or something. Because it was just like a one solid beam.
That's cool. Man, kudos to the AV team and the lighting team and everybody there. They did a great job.
They did.
I was
got
impressed.
A whole bunch of good stuff there.
Yeah.
The one thing I was kind of sad about is it snowed on like the last day.
Oh.
And not whenever people were there, but.
Yeah, well, we're lucky it didn't gather on the ground. It didn't.
No.
Wow, Texas. I'm so like used to no snow during the winter. I can't even remember the term for when snow melts on the ground or piles up on the cement.
I don't know what it is, honestly.
Oh,
man. Either I can't remember. Or I don't know what it is.
Well,
a stick or something.
Yeah,
like that.
stick. They didn't stick. Oh my god. Well. For those that were driving there, I was kind of, worried, meerkat. I was kind of worried about the ones that were having to drive home and drive in the snow, especially the ones from Texas. We don't know how to drive on snow and ice.
Oh, I didn't care.
Ooh.
That was their problem. I wanted snow so I could go play in it.
Oh, true.
Like that would be their problem. I wouldn't care.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta fly. I'm gonna worry about myself.
I have always wanted to play in the snow, in suit.
Yeah, the one year it happened, it was really cool, and I've been wanting it to happen again. But it was super warm over there this year for the most part. Besides that one day.
Yeah.
Like I think it was the Wednesday or Thursday or something that was really cold.
Huh.
But I believe every day after that.
Yeah.
Was pretty.
Yeah.
Warm.
I'm gonna have to go ahead and totally disagree because I was freezing.
Oh wait, never mind.
The whole time. Are you thinking of another con?
I might have been. it was pretty cold, yeah.
I was so cold. Every time I stepped outside, I was curling up into a ball.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
I
don't know how northern people do it.
I remember the first day we had when we went to that mall.
Oh.
There was the ice out, and I slipped on it.
Yeah. Ooh.
Did you actually see me do that, or no?
No, I saw you on the ground. I thought you were just playing.
No,
like, oh, Thomas had a seat. He got tired. He doesn't like walking anymore. I'm just gonna sit down right here.
Yeah, I honestly, that's how I felt like it would happen. Is I was just walking, and then all of a sudden, I just my body just and like. Instantaneously
look
fell
it up. Bless.
From standing to on the ground.
Wow.
There was no in between.
I was so scared of doing that. I was holding on to dear life.
Yeah. I didn't really expect it. I was trying to be super careful.
Yeah. Wow. I'm so I'm like ice dumb. I'm snow stupid.
Snow stupid.
Oh, I'm really I cannot walk on the ice.
Yeah. I think people were looking at us when they were driving by.
Yeah, probably.
And they're like, "Oh, these guys are tourists."
They're walking like Texans. You can tell. But MFF was good, and I'm super looking forward to the next con you and I are both going to, Texas Furry Fiesta.
TFF.
TFF is going to be great.
Yeah,
it's going to be wonderful.
I'm excited for that. I'm really excited for the theme to see if anybody does anything with it.
Oh yeah.
Because it's the roll for initiative or
right,
whatever.
the Dungeons and Dragons type.
Yeah, like
thing.
the Dungeons and Dragons like board game type of thing. And I want to see if they do anything like super creative with it.
Yeah.
Or I think I told somebody last year that I want somebody to make an event where it's, I guess you could do it some sort of dice roll thing or whatever, but basically you'd have like one person at the top and then you'd have people that would like act out as the characters, and then you could have other people be like monsters, and then you could have like weapons and you could fight and stuff like that. And
that's a really good idea.
And different things would like pop out, kind of like a little scenario type of thing that somebody could make. Obviously, that would take like volunteers to be
take a lot of work,
monster things and blah blah blah.
It's still a really good idea. I like that.
That would be cool. I would really like that.
Oh.
But
well, this year, this new hotel we've been in for the 1 year so far, I dig it. I super dig it.
Yeah, I like it.
I love the hotel. I love the people that run TFF. I'm biased because a lot of them are local, but they do. Yeah. I think they do a fantastic job, and like shout out to them too, because sometimes I see them, after a week of hard meetings, and they are just sweating, and they are just going through it for this con, and I'm really happy because they do it for us, and they do it so we can stroll in and eat pizza every night and not sleep and forget to bathe.
Yeah.
I mean, not me. I bathe every night. Wink.
Yeah, I'm excited for TFF.
Yeah.
The hotel's layout made it like pretty easy to suit. It seems like too, because the outside area is right next to where everybody normally chills at, so you could kind of go back and forth and kind of cool down and everything. And and since the weather is normally kind of chill, so you could go out there, cool off, and then go
Yeah.
back in. And everything last year was pretty good. I think last year was the first year they did like the floor wars and
Yeah.
everything. So
Or a type of floor war.
yeah, I think it was floor wars.
Was it official?
Yeah, I think it was the actual floor wars.
Wow.
I think they call it something else. I think that they did it like a battle royale. Like
Sure. Yeah. That's really
Some
cool.
sort of dance royale thing, and they called it. But all that stuff, all the new little events and everything.
Yeah. It was, the layout's really good, and it is well lit. So
Yeah,
if you're
you can actually
differently
see.
abled visually, it's a good con to. It's helpful to attend cons like that where it's kind of spread out, and also if you may get nervous around crowds, there's plenty of spots where you can step aside, and there's no one around, so you can kind of take a breather, gather yourself.
Yeah.
Outside, like you said, I found it pretty cool that the people that were smoking were kind of doing it away from the doors, away from the suitors, rather. So it was, if you were a suitor, you could step outside and take a breath of air and not worry about, like, the cigarette smoke getting in your fur.
Yeah.
Because these things, unfortunately, they can hold on to smells.
Yeah. I know you're like super picky about that because like it's kind of a strong smell if you get that on you, but
Yeah.
um,
But it's good. It's gonna be a great time.
yeah.
There's a lot going on this year. There's 2 new cons in Oklahoma.
Oh yeah. I totally forgot about that. I was probably gonna plan on going to those.
Oh, are you? Both of them?
I think so.
Shoot,
I mean,
you're gonna have to write me a little journal on every. Dear diary.
I mean, why don't you go? Like,
I may try.
just a little weekend trip.
Yeah.
Like,
We'll drive on up there.
yeah, it's just Oklahoma. It's just like Alamo City. It's
I haven't
little-
been to Oklahoma in a long time. So there's a lot of cool people up there.
Yeah, maybe it'll be something we're to go into.
Yeah.
I can't remember the names of them, but I know there's 2 of them. I think there's near the summer. And
I
then
honestly have
August.
ideas for the names, but I don't want to get them wrong, so I'm not gonna.
I think it's like something in tornadoes.
Yeah. I don't want to insult anybody by like totally getting the names wrong.
Oh, I don't.
I
don't.
You
I
may
don't-
have it.
I
You
don't
may have
care.
it. I'll probably get it completely wrong. I don't. I'm so bad.
For
about stuff
tornado, whatever. Like,
But
I'll go there. I'll be there.
it's interesting. I hope they get a lot of attendance, and I hope people give it a try.
Yeah, I think a lot of people from Texas are probably gonna go and check it
Yeah.
out. Because I think if I remember correctly, the dates were at a time where there wasn't too many other conventions going on.
Fantastic. Yeah.
So I could be wrong, but I believe that they were like pretty good on the schedule, where you could just go and be like, oh, nobody else is really going to anything else, and you could just drive a little couple hours and be at the convention.
My
Check it out.
dude, for future ones of these, I think you and I like need to look this stuff up so we can have real information. This is partially my fault because I'm the one that mentioned it, but oh my god.
Oh, I don't care.
I need to like, I think it'd be cool to let people know the information, as in the proper names and the dates of these things.
Oh no, I don't care. We're just having a
Okay.
conversation.
Okay,
so,
okay.
Like, well, I can put things on the screen. I don't care. Like,
Oh yeah, good idea. Okay.
yeah. So.
Well, because I feel bad. Oh, I don't know anything.
You're fine, Tiger.
Welcome to Being a Meerkat 101. Number 1, be scared of everything. Number 2, You gotta have a taste for scorpions.
Oh, I've never seen. Do the meerkats eat scorpions?
Yeah, we do. And snakes.
I saw a video of a fennec eating a scorpion.
They eat scorpions
Yeah,
too?
it was
Whoa.
it was going in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it took it a long time to actually eat it or like fight with it, because
Yeah.
it was taking its time, and it was being super careful. And the way fennecs move, they're
Yeah.
so like fast.
Finicky?
So, yeah, so it like run up there, and it would attack at it a little bit, and then
Yeah.
it would kind of rear back a little bit like it's about to attack.
Yeah.
And the Fennec would just jump back like immediately.
Oh man.
Yeah, and then it would like come do its little thing again, and it would like bite. It was biting its stinger off. And
wow.
And then it would just. It was like, okay, I can eat you now. And then it just kind of like grabbed it in its mouth and ran off.
Oh.
So,
Wow.
the thing was a little beast.
Sounds like Fennecs are almost related to meerkats.
Maybe.
No, I don't think we have any relation. Meerkats are part of the mongoose family, though. Meerkats and mongoose are the same thing, pretty much.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Little monkeys.
Monkeys.
But,
yeah. I sidetracked us. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's
I'm gonna
perfectly
throw it in
fine.
reverse.
Did you have anything else you want to talk about with like TFF or anything, or you want to move on?
We can move on.
Okay. So the last thing that we wanted to talk about is the H3 podcast and their, I guess, interest in the furry community.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you want me to talk about it, or do you want to share your opinion on what's
Honestly,
going on?
I don't think I have an opinion. I honestly don't know what to think because I think I don't know. I'm honestly, I'm sorry, I'm bad. I'm really bad.
What was it? I guess I can go ahead and like put it out on how exactly it happened real quick. And it was that the H3 podcast Twitter account put out, and they were like, hey, we want to talk to some furries and see what's going on with it.
See what's up with
you
guys.
Yeah, to see what's going on with you guys. And I think they just kind of saw Majira because he has a lot of YouTube subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
And
can't argue with that.
Yeah, and he was just saying like, all right, is this guy good? Do you guys want this guy? And for the most part, people were just like, all right, yeah, cool. In the very beginning. And then some people wanted other people to go, other furry YouTubers. It feels like it went into different stages.
Okay.
Like,
I wasn't aware of that.
Like, at least to me, that's what it seemed like. First, people wanted, like, in the beginning, some people were saying, hey, I want this other furry YouTuber to go or something. Or, hey, I want... Or other furry YouTubers were going in and they're like, hey, get me instead.
Yeah.
Or get me, bring me too, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then there was the people saying that Majira shouldn't be the one to go.
Huh.
Because they it's something about representation of the furry fandom or whatever. And then other people are saying that nobody should go.
Yeah.
Because the H3 podcast is full of toxic people or something.
Huh.
So
I'm not too familiar with the H3 podcast, and I've seen some clips you showed me.
Yeah.
And I don't know much about the culture of the people behind it. So far from what I've seen, I think they're neat looking.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might be wrong. Majira also seems like a well-spoken person.
Yeah.
Who might be able to get on the level of humor, and maybe they could have like a good back and forth.
Yeah.
But I don't know still. If he doesn't do it, I think somebody would. I don't think it's possible that nobody could do it.
Yeah, I feel like in this situation, the H3 or whoever is talking, I don't know if it's Ethan or if it's one of their other people that might run the account.
Okay.
But they're actually kind of giving people an option. They were like, hey, furries, is this guy cool? Do you want this guy?
Yeah.
When in reality, and most other people would be like, I'm gonna take you, and then you wouldn't even know about it until it came out.
Okay.
So, because They would have just booked the person. And
Sure,
then
and then that person would go and do it. And
yeah, and then you'd find out the day it comes out. So I feel like they gave a heads up. Hey, we're trying to do this and everything. And because they gave this heads up, if Majira were to turn it down, somebody else would be smashing on their DMs and be like, "Yo,
yeah,
let's
go,
furry.
raise
Let's
their
go."
hand.
And I mean, a lot of the people are in the fandom and the community, whatever, are pretty talented. So even if they weren't YouTubers, you could see like, all right, what do you do in the furry?
Sure.
I take these pictures. There's a lot of photographers that are really good.
Yeah.
And so somebody would go in there, for sure, to do a furry podcast. I guess. And I feel like with Majira, it's I could see, because I know how they do their titling and their thumbnails or anything, and I don't know exactly how they're gonna do it, but they're probably gonna have Majira, and they're probably gonna say like H3 podcast, Majira Strawberry, and then it might not say anything about furries. It might just have his fursuit or something like that in the picture of the person.
Yeah.
So you'll be like, oh, it's a furry that he's talking to or something.
Yeah.
But if he's talking to some other person, some random person, maybe they don't have a fursuit, they're just like a photographer or something, then you're going to be interviewing some dude that nobody would know.
Sure.
And they'd probably just say like, he's a furry, like in the title. Obviously, it's
he's a furry
with like somebody with a full suit. If somebody has a YouTube channel. If somebody says Majira Strawberry and you have been on YouTube for a little bit, maybe if you're not even a furry, you might be like, oh, that's the furry YouTube guy.
Yeah.
Or something. So
recognition.
Yeah, so people would know, and it would be interesting like that, because it's not the furries he's interviewing, it's a furry. It's like Majira or somebody that knows what furries is that can explain it to him.
So what you're saying is, it may not be as bad, talking to the people that kind of fear the worst, it may not be the worst situation.
Yeah, like we could, if Majira goes and does it, he'll probably do fine. It is a live podcast.
Oh, okay.
So they would be talking live and everything. But if somebody else were to go, then it might not be so hot. They might say something crazy.
Yeah.
It might not be anybody that anybody like in the community knows.
Yeah.
And then they could I don't know, like give us a bad rep, I guess, or.
Yeah, and I have to apologize because I haven't seen many Majira videos. I have seen some, and I think from those I could tell, like I was saying before, he's well spoken and he seems very intelligent. So if he needed to, he could maybe steer the conversation or be a part of the conversation instead of kind of being a victim of a conversation, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. I feel like they're the person, they say, what is it, like the little goofs and gaffs and stuff like that, little jokes and stuff. So it's possible they might have some little bit where they kind of show them like, this is what you guys do, and then show them like all the single furries or something like that.
Yeah.
And then, but that's just part of it. It's not like it's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, here's some very interesting furry content.
Yeah.
Talk to me about this. I mean, it's not that hard. But I feel like the thing that the other thing that people are saying about the toxic community or anything, it's gonna happen anyways. So might as well get the best person. And I really don't see that community is that toxic.
Okay.
I feel like it's just the people he's worked with before.
Okay.
They might be fans of other people.
Oh, okay.
Some people don't like PewDiePie, and some people don't like iDubbbz.
Okay.
And I mean, I can
sympathize with that.
I can see why people wouldn't like them. But I feel like it's more the H3 podcast has a different group of people following it. Like they put out a video a while ago of them just talking about how their the Ela is pregnant.
Oh, okay.
And it's like if you had a whole bunch of crazy, trolls and stuff like that, that's not something that you would be like broadcasting to your audience. Like, hey guys, guess what? We're pregnant. They're like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
So, I feel like they have a better, more
Okay.
mature audience than people think they do, and I listen to a good amount of their podcasts, and I like them. They talk about a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
And they get a lot of people on there that normally you would never hear from. Like they're good friends with Post Malone.
Okay.
So they'll show him like some crazy stuff, and he's just a interesting person because he's so successful and he's really young.
Yeah.
And what's the other guy's name? I can't remember the dude's name. Bill Wirtz.
Okay.
He's the guy that made the History of Japan video. The history.
Sure.
Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
Do you actually?
I'm familiar with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
He made the History of the World, I guess. And History of Japan, where he has that really weird editing style and everything.
Yeah.
And they put him on the podcast, and I don't think I've ever seen him talk because he won like a internet award at one time, and he just walked up and was like, thanks, and then left. And he just has a really weird...
That's a good style.
Yeah.
Award!
He's a really odd guy,
yeah.
but you get to hear what he says, and
you get different perspectives.
Yeah.
And that might be like an interesting takeaway from this podcast.
Yeah.
Because people that might not know the whole story behind furries might get a different perspective. Just like you and I don't know the whole sports crowd. Like people that really get into sports. I don't understand sometimes, and it's just like how they don't understand us getting into big animal costumes.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's A-okay. And maybe someday we could have somebody in this podcast of that has a different hobby that gets super into something else.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
I'd be down with that.
Yeah, it's all about expanding your world, but there's many possibilities with the Majira being on there. Some good, some bad.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for the best.
Honestly, I think it would be a very, very positive thing. Because he does want to bring somebody, too.
Oh, okay.
So
cool.
Whoever he brings is going to bring something else.
Yeah, something else to the table.
Yeah. So I feel like it would be a great piece for people to watch that are in the community and everything. Because here you've got like a dude that works with all of the big YouTube people, so if you're into that YouTube scene, and then now he's talking with like people that we know, and then there's some back and forth there, and you can kind of see how they interact. I'm really excited to see that. I'm really hoping it happens.
Yeah.
And a lot of the people that I've talked to, they also are like really excited.
Okay,
really
cool. Hey, maybe we'll get a big influx of people that are interested. Like with Zootopia, a lot of people came into the fandom from the Zootopia side, which is, I have a bunch of friends that I just adore, and I'm so glad they came over. And started taking part in the fandom because of Zootopia.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that it could reach out to.
Yeah.
And I honestly think that on the internet, if there's anybody, I guess, that is well known enough to talk to about this, I feel like it's probably him.
Yeah.
If anything. I don't really... Like, there's some other YouTubers, I guess, but a lot of them, that's just not their...
Better him than us!
Yeah. That's just not their thing.
Yeah.
And they just rather just stick to their own thing. And
Mm-hmm.
I really like that they're, like, reaching out. And they're like, yo, let's talk about furries. They're
Mhm.
weird. Let's talk about them. Like, come get on the show. Let's talk about your weird things.
Yeah.
And
people are fascinating. And furries are, like, crazy fascinating. Because it is such a general interest that you have so many different types of furries. It encompasses so many different types of people with all these different personalities, and it's really fascinating how many similarities there are in the fandom. This is probably a topic for a different day,
yeah.
but this fandom is just incredible.
Yeah. So I'm honestly super excited to see what comes out of that.
For sure.
I'm honestly a little bit too excited.
Yeah.
Because I know that nothing has been talked about yet.
Yeah.
But I swear, if I just went home and that was my recommended, I'd be down. Like,
Yeah.
I'd be down.
Let's go!
But it might be a while.
Mm-hmm.
And if it doesn't happen, my heart is going to be broken.
Oh,
So-
it's okay. We'll be here for you. We will have somebody from a different fandom on a podcast.
Yeah.
Somebody from a world we don't even realize exists.
Pluto.
Well, I meant from a different fandom we don't even realize exists. Or a different culture
Yeah.
or subculture or custom.
Yeah. I have talked to some other people, and they said that they would want to be on the podcast.
Sure, yeah. So I think having guests here would be fantastic. So that's definitely on the agenda.
Yeah.
Then there's a number of people from different backgrounds and that have had different experiences that we know that could be on the podcast. So this isn't something you and I want to really let go. We really want to make this take off.
Yeah, I would love to just keep doing this. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun to do and just talk. And,
It is.
And put it out
And bless anybody that's listening to us.
Yeah, I know, because like we're basically at the end now. So
Yeah.
if you're still listening, then that's great
Yeah.
because probably 90% of everybody has clicked off of the video by now.
Probably, yeah.
So if you made it this far, this is great.
And because you made it this far, I will tell a secret.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Before my name was Tiger, my name was Danger the Meerkat for 2 weeks. And I got so much flack for it. I went from Danger to Tiger, which is a nickname that I had when I was in high school. So it was kind of embarrassing. It did not fit me at all. I was telling people my name's Danger, and I was getting some looks from some friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah, you look like Danger.
Oh, don't I? It was supposed to be. It's like Tiger. Tiger's one of those ironic nicknames.
Yeah.
That's why I got it when I was in high school. Because way to go, Tiger.
Yeah.
Flex for us, stuff like that. But I thought, oh man, I want to portray myself as big and tough. And I'm not really. My name's Danger, and it was just so. Woo, man, that ship sank.
Change that quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's probably a good end for us, unless you have anything else you wanted to talk about.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't, and we should be getting back at this pretty soon. Now that the holiday rush is over, we can probably get this at a regular schedule.
Yeah.
So, I just want to say I appreciate all of our listeners and watchers.
Yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on the next podcast.
Ooh. Secret handshake.
Oh yeah, there we go. I didn't see it.
Secret handshake.
Where's the secret part?
All right.
Okay.
That's it. The secret is how many seconds we hold it for.
All right.